because Delgado unasked that seat. Have a good evening.
Tiffany Henyard can never, ever, as long as she stay black, approach me.
Mr. Stan riding a bike, you're going to ride it all the way to the federal penitentiary with this woman. You're too old to be going to jail, man.
You all calm down. I'm going to clear the room. Okay, last time I'm going to say it.
They're coming for you, and I'm looking forward to it.
You promised us wigs. You promised us toiletries. You promised us other stuff.
What are we paying our taxes for? Y'all think this is a joke? This is not no joke.
Y'all using me for clickbait and ratings. I think now you guys owe me a check, news, because you use my likeness and my name just for views. Guys, you out of order.
You're out of order. One more disruption. I am clearing the room.
I am hereby vetoing the Mayor Pro Tem ordinance. While the Mayor Pro Tem ordinance is voided it's unconstitutional infringement of the powers of the office of mayor. When I don't do things that people want me to do, they do this whole smear campaign against me.
When you call for service, the first thing they say is, "Oh, Village of Dolton, no, we can't come over there. We might not get paid."
Okay, stop, quiet. Otherwise, we are going to clear the room. Okay, one more word. We're going to clear the room. Okay.
You was once a mayor too. You should not even be disrespectful like that.
Well, there's another crazy meeting in the Village of Dolton. The public comments were entertaining as always, but the meeting got out of control because Lori Lightfoot showed up and then took the microphone and started talking, which led to Lightfoot and Henyard going back and forth. The situation in the village regarding the temporary mayor position is super confusing at this point. The trustees have voted to appoint a temporary mayor, and then Tiffany Henyard vetoed it. Along those same lines, the trustees had previously voted to have Lori Lightfoot investigate the village, and that too was vetoed by Henyard, but apparently that's back on now. So just a lot of confusion coming out of the town. Nonetheless, if you don't live there, it's probably entertaining, and here are the highlights of the latest meeting.
Showdown is continuing outside of Dolton Village Hall. Trustees voted 4-2 to override Mayor Henyard's veto and reinstate Mayor Lori Lightfoot's investigation into Henyard's spending into that 2023 trip to Las Vegas. And as you mentioned, soon after that vote, things just broke down into utter chaos. Multiple sides shouting obscenities at each other. Cops had to step in and break it up. This is right after Henyard and her allies tried to block Lightfoot from getting up and making some brief remarks. Eventually, Lightfoot got her mic turned on, and here's a little bit of what she had to say.
Thank you. What I will say is that it's an honor to be working on behalf of the residents of Dolton. We have not arrested one.
You was once a mayor too. You should not even be disrespectful like that. That's sad. Clear the room. Clear the room. Clear the room, guys. This means adjourn. Everybody out.
So 2 hours of absolute contention here. Lots of residents voicing their concerns. Earlier today, Mayor Henyard had the block in front of Village Hall cordoned off, making it very difficult for folks to get here, especially if you were senior or disabled. So Lightfoot's investigation, at least according to trustees, is back on now.
And we've got to get rid of the administration, the current administration, minus the people's trustees that are fighting for us. We've got to back them up. All of this talking in the grocery store lines and on the phone with each other, whatever you have to say tonight, say it. We deserve it. It is our village. This is our building. We can't park in the parking lot. That's like Pete's or Mariano shutting down the parking lot. This is our village. And these things are only going to continue as long as we allow them. If I can't say anything else, I wish I wore my shirt tonight, because Delgado unasked that seat. Have a good evening.
Do you ever are the trustees ever allowed to put anything on the agenda? No. And I would like to know why, because they are entitled to put things on the agenda. As a former trustee, that's unheard of for them not being allowed to put anything on the agenda. This is for the mayor. Per our last conversation at Dunkin' Donuts, you asked me, could you talk to me? I allowed you to talk to me. And Madam Clerk, I want it on record today that Tiffany Henyard can never, ever, as long as she stay black, approach me and ask, can she talk to me, because all she do is lie. And she know what I'm talking about.
I think it's so horrible that this mayor will use her police department to block all the parking spaces so the elderly and the handicapped people have to walk a block to get to this meeting. Oh my God. I'm sure you're proud of yourself, Tiffany. You're very proud. I just think you can end, I know you can end this if you would just be transparent. All the facts is out about you. Everybody knows everything about you, what you've done. And for some of you trustees is riding, Mr. Stan riding a bike, you're going to ride it all the way to the federal penitentiary with this woman. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're too old to be going to jail, man. You got more years in back of you than in front of you. But, you know, hey, that's what you want to do. And Andrew, oh my God, you look horrible. You look like you're dying. You really do. But like I said, even the lawyers that sit up there with you, they're not telling you the right thing. And that's awful. Are you willing to lose your license by not telling this woman the correct thing to do up there? Did you tell her it was okay to block the parking lots off from the citizens? And you're a lawyer? That's crazy. Y'all gonna lose y'all license doing that type of stuff. So again, keep riding a bike because you're going straight to the federal penitentiary, Mr. Stan Brown. And Andrew Holmes, you already know where you're going. You done. You done. Thank you, everybody.
Some people are just brought up, okay? And there's a big difference in being raised and being brought up. And if you were raised correctly, you wouldn't speak to your elders, your colleagues, your fellow administration the way that you do. It almost brings me to tears sometimes the way you talk to Clerk Key, and she's excellent at what she does. You need to be learning from her instead of trying to strip her responsibilities. And I know that I'm resonating because every time someone resonates, you look away. So I know that I'm doing that. But let me also say before I run out of time. Okay, I'm looking at the time. Former Mayor Lori Lightfoot, please look into Chief Lacey, because what he did with Jedediah Brown and that lie he told in that false police report, which her cronies co-signed. And not only, let me just add this, because this was priceless. It was said, her crony was like, yeah, we was trying to sneak Doritos into the movie theater, and don't y'all make six figures? Both of you, what are you doing sneaking Doritos into the movie theater? Make it make sense. I mean, for real, that's just ridiculous. But please.
Ma'am, your time is up.
Okay, I know you're going to get mad.
Time is up.
All right.
Okay, if you don't calm down, I'm going to clear the room. Okay, last time I'm going to say it.
For our lying police chief, I say that because I was actually escorted from the building a few months ago from him. He said we were going to talk about it outside. And in typical lying fashion, he locked the door behind me, which is why a lot of people know you're a liar. A lot of you, that whole group up there on that upper podium, with a couple of exceptions, are basically liars. We have a situation that this never would have happened had they responded to us when she first came into office. We would go up there and respectfully ask questions, and she would ignore us, or they would ignore us. They would not do that in Highland Park and where our village administrator comes from out there in wherever, Orland Park and places like that. This would never happen. But we get treated like dirt because they think they can get away with it. That was interesting. Anyway, getting back to it, we didn't have to be here. Everything knows, every subpoena that was issued are things that we, the citizens, have asked for years now. The trustees have asked for them. The clerk has asked for assistance in providing these services to us, but they were blocked at every turn from those worthless, inept individuals that sit in judgment of the rest of us. And this is not the way it's supposed to be. Like, you can sit there and look at your little paper or whatever, but you know they're coming for you. And I'm looking forward to it.
Violating my First Amendment rights was not right, Tiffany, but I know how you are. I know you don't care. It's just sad that people can only do public comment for 3 minutes. We can never, ever get answers to our questions. So it don't matter how many questions that we ask you, you never ever answer the questions. So this is why we have to educate ourselves. That's your word, right? Educate yourselves. Well, this is why we have to educate ourselves. It is a shame that we, the public, can't ask you anything about the BMWs, the Range Rovers, all of that. It's like you're keeping all of that hidden from the taxpayers, and we paid for those. Even if y'all didn't buy them, like Robert Hunt said, we know y'all leased them. So there's a difference between buying and leasing. However, Tiffany, I just pray that your mama had cancer. I really know that you swindled that money from that cancer foundation. And that was supposed to help the community, myself included. You promised us wigs, you promised us toiletries, you promised us other stuff that would be able to help. I just spent over $100 this week because I have vitiligo, which I found out that I have after I finished my radiation treatments. And guess what? Do you care to help anybody that have cancer or that's actually suffering from cancer and that's actually completed that radiation in this community? But no, all you care about is the money that you're putting into your pockets. We're not even going to talk about the violations that you had at that meeting. And at this meeting, you always want somebody to just be quiet and like you're a dictator. You're not a dictator. You're supposed to be our mayor, but you're not qualified enough to be the mayor. This is why we have to stand outside. This is why you don't have the disabled come in first. You don't care about us. And I'm truly disabled, but that's something that you don't care about. Instead of y'all doing stuff for the township and the youth, maybe y'all need a program for disabled, because understand that just because y'all think that the elderly are the ones that need help, so do the disabled. We sit in the house all day.
Made a promise. This is a selfish mission that I'm on. 145-46. I see the news media here. Channel 2, Channel 5, Channel 7, Channel 9. Come to this address and look and see the deplorable conditions that Dolton let this house get into. This house has been vacant for 6 years. I've been here. The mayor promised me that she was going to take care of it. Now, 6 years, you can't do nothing with the house. Now, I'm chasing people out of the house. Okay? Now, I'm maintaining the front. I'm not going to cut the grass in the back. The weeds as tall as this podium. What am I paying my taxes for? What are we paying our taxes for? Y'all think this is a joke? This is not no joke. I'm tired. I'm fed up. I invite Channel 2, Channel 5, Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 32, everybody come to 145-46 Shepherd Drive. Find out where the mayor lives. Find out where Mr. Brown lives. Find out where Mr. Freeman lives.
So your time is up.
All right.
I want to say to the cops, to the rank and file soldiers, I have a lot of respect for y'all. But that clown for y'all, that damn chief of police, to try to put me out for nothing, to have me walk out, to try to get me out for what? For what? This is the type of stuff that we dealing with. Black people didn't sacrifice for us to get leadership and act like this. You didn't go through years of Jim Crow, segregation for us to get into this political position and treat other Black people like this. This is what we dealing with, this terrible administration to try to put me out. I'm struggling with my left leg, with my MS, but I'm here. This has to stop. This has to stop. We got a clean house. We got to vote all of them out. All of them out. Stan Brown, Andrew Holmes don't say nothing. Nothing. Y'all sit up there quiet. What do they have on you? Y'all don't have no freedom to speak? Do you have any nuts? Anything? I'm sad. I'm sick and tired to hear them try to put me out. To try to like, hey, let me talk to you outside. And me go. I respect the cops, the rank and file soldiers who helped me, who said, no, you ain't gonna do this. But this, how much money has Chief Lacey cost his village? How much money? How many lawsuits? How many bad things?
Let them talk.
How many bad things has this chief done? And the fact that she got him the top cop. This has to change, residents.
It also saddens me that the media only come out for a mess. I get it. Y'all using me for clickbait and ratings. I wish you guys will come out for the good we do in our community. It's tons of events that I post, that I advocate for, and that I showcase, because y'all literally go on my Facebook page, my Instagram page, my Tiffany on the Move podcast page, and you take my clips and use it to bring people into your stations. I think now you guys owe me a check, news, because you use my likeness and my name just for views. You putting people Guys, you out
All
of order.
right, you're out of
You out of
order. One more
Just like
disruption, I am clearing the room.
Thank you. Yes, he will. So just like you guys was quiet and I was quiet when everybody spoke, y'all give me the same respect to be heard. Just because some people may not like what I'm saying don't mean others don't like what I'm saying. It's a lot of people that support Super Mayor, believe it or not. And I just need them to hear another narrative and not just the false negative narrative that's put out there by the Board of Trustees, the four, and also the media, and then the hate groups. Everybody should know that media is deception. People sell you what they want you to believe at that moment. I got clips and all kinds of stuff people send me, believe it or not. I'm making a video for you so you can see what I mean about the news. It's a ton of things going on in the world. We should really be focusing on that and banding together. I'm about unity. That's why you see me always positive, head held high, and always walking in my purpose. God gave me the opportunity to be the first, but unfortunately, when you're the first, you get the worst. Again, an outdoor skating rink / ice rink. We turn it into ice in the winter, and people can ice skate. Okay, from our residents. So as you can see, it was really, really nice. People enjoyed themselves, had a good time. Weather was great. And you can't never end without doing your lecture slide. Okay, last but not least is my veto. Okay, on the agenda, you see that it said Mayor's veto related to the May 13, 2024 special board meeting, which I call their secret squirrel board meeting that the four trustees hold. First, I have never actually seen a copy of the Mayor Pro Tem ordinance, which deprives me of my right to review the ordinance and determine whether to sign said ordinance or issue
All right,
a veto.
Quiet.
Okay, guys, you have to listen. Without seeing the ordinance, the trustees are infringing on my powers of my office. I am hereby vetoing the Mayor Pro Tem ordinance. While the Mayor Pro Tem ordinance is voided of it's unconstitutional infringement of the powers of the office of mayor. And because it is also illegal attempts to alter the form of government without a referendum. Therefore, their special board meeting, secret squirrel board meeting, is now vetoed once again. So I just want you guys to understand it is laws to this, and people tend not to want to follow them. And I know people want to be mayor, people want to run things, but you wait your turn. You don't do it in this form or fashion. It's said that everybody always trying to strong arm me. When I don't do things that people want me to do, they do this whole smear campaign against me.
Our reputation as a village is at stake when it comes to giving services to this community, because when you call for service, the first thing they say is, oh, Village of Dolton, no, we can't come over there. We might not get paid. Or, oh, we can't come over there. We don't want our business to be in the street, which is hindering the residents. This hasn't hurt anybody but the residents and the services that we are here to give to you. People call every day. A lady called earlier and she said, hey, they was cutting trees on my street, and then they stopped before they got to my house. What happened to my tree? And I tell them the services have been reduced because of political reasons. And when politics are played, the residents will suffer. So,
all right, stop, please, quiet.
Some people don't want to hear it. That's fine. I'm the person that you call when that tree is on your car, on your house, on your roof. I'm just telling you how it go. Again, we will try our best to service people in a timely fashion. But as you can imagine, if anyone in here has ever had a job, could you imagine coming to work and dealing with this every day and trying to get people a service at the same time? So let's just be real about it and understand what's happening and pay attention to what's happening in your community.
Okay, guys.
All right, okay, stop, quiet. Otherwise, we are going to clear the room. Okay? One more word, we're going to clear the room, okay? Everybody had a chance to talk, and they listened. Y'all do the same thing. If you don't want to, you can get up and leave.
Go ahead, Will.
Thank you, Deputy Chief. Mayor, good afternoon to our management team. Mayor, I just want to say to you as a fearless leader, continue. True leaders don't make excuses, they make adjustments. So continue to do what you do. We're going to continue to work to service not only those that are here, but those that are viewing us. We're going to continue to work and to service our residents to the best of our ability.
I'll get it. If you send it to me in an email, I'll respond to you.
Okay. I just feel that we go through this every month, and with everything going on, it comes to the part where we get to finances, and the finance people not even here to never answer the questions. The village administrator did read off some numbers earlier, but it would be great if we had it in writing. We've been asking for financial records since September, and here it is that it's June, and we still don't have it.
We have insurance throughout the entire village, so that's a redundant question.
No, it wasn't.
my
Do we
question-
have insurance for the pool
Are you
at
willing
Melanie's
now-
Fitness
are you
Center?
willing to put it back into the bill list? Anybody willing to put it back in the bill
Okay,
list?
well, if I may be recognized, Mayor, I can respond.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so that bill was pulled out because it was not in the budget, and we have more than $2 million of bills that have been approved by the board that have not been released. So at this time, I'm not willing to adjust.
So you're saying it's not in the budget, and you don't want to fix the pool because it's not in the budget, just like y'all attorney's not in the budget, but y'all approve things. But okay, before we get here, because
It ain't really no Q&A because you're not answering no questions.
Out of order. Chief Freeman responded to you, so that's clearly he's answering questions. But okay, if y'all not gonna do that, let's move on. All right, call the roll.
Yeah, we're still in discussion.
Yeah, we have discussion.
Can somebody advise on the status of their payment?
As you just stated, finance is not here. So why would we have that right here in front of us?
Another. All right, quiet.
Order.
All
As
right.
you guys know, a mayor does not handle the finances. So stop. So if I'm telling you the answer, that's the answer. So if I don't handle finances, it has to go to the finance director or the finance department. And they know that. But we sit here and we grandstand every board meeting for you guys. Everybody know the steps. They know how all this goes. To make it like somebody doing something. Finance not here. And they could have got every single question answered before we got here and put on this show for you guys to point fingers, because guess what? It's election time. So here we go. But I'm done talking because I know y'all use me for clickbait. Whatever else you got, if we're not going to pass anything, we can just move
I was
forward
looking for discussion.
on the vote.
I was next for discussion.
Okay, so y'all going to talk to each other? Well, go
All
ahead.
right, one more time, I'm clearing the
I'm
room.
just saying,
One more time, I'm clearing the room.
Point of wasting my time going back and
Okay.
forth. If we're not going to amend or make changes or see the good in
I'll
certain
wait for
things.
her to finish because I hate talking when
Okay,
people talk.
go ahead,
I'll
say your
wait.
statements, and then let me know when y'all done talking to each other.
Okay.
We just talking about this is investigation on the mayor or the village.
Oh, you're saying what we're looking over at? The investigation.
Last time, quiet.
The investigation is on allegations of. It was stated previously that there was an investigation done into what happened in Vegas, basically. So that investigation has not been shared with the board, and the board has made several inquiries. So that's one part of it. Also, the allegations or suspicion of commingling of funds or misuse of funds was another component of the request for this investigation.
All right, last time, ma'am. You gotta go.
Okay, guys. Guys, y'all have to keep order. We have to keep order. We can't keep doing it. We're trying to get done with our meeting. All right, you can call anybody else? Okay, call the roll, please.
This is the override,
Call-
right? This is
call
the
the roll.
override of the veto.
Override of the veto. Call the roll.
Okay. Trustee Norwood? Aye. Trustee Stan?
Guys, you are out of order.
Not speak over the people.
Okay, call the roll.
Trustee Stan Brown?
He's
Stan
still,
Brown?
Stan is still in discussion. Go ahead, Stan, because you're in
So
discussion.
we're looking at paying
You're not the mayor. Hold on.
$400 an hour for this investigation, with the FBI already doing it.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Yeah. Excuse me. Please. You gotta have order. You good? Okay. Motion. Is there a second?
It wasn't a motion to adjourn, Mayor.
Trustee. Trustee, did you? Trustee Holmes, did you adjourn the meeting? Okay, he adjourned. Is there a second? Is there a second to adjourn the meeting?
So I have a question because
Okay, guys. Can we
because
motion
the
to
attorney
adjourn the
ain't said
meeting?
nothing.
Guys, you are out of order.
Let her speak.
Guys.
Let her speak.
Okay, nobody gonna speak. We gonna clear the
Let
room in a
her
minute.
speak.
We're gonna clear the room.
Let her speak.
Guys.
Let her speak.
Hello. Nobody's gonna be heard if you keep talking.
Do we got a motion on the table?
Yes.
Is the attorney, excuse me, attorney, do we got a motion on the table for the record? I just want to know.
With all due respect, Lightfoot, you do not have the floor. We are adjourning our meeting so we can go. So
Yes.
if he had something to say, he could have wrote it. He could have wrote it and did all that. This is all grandstanding. This is what we're doing now. It's said that we have to go through this because everybody's using every opportunity for a political deployment. Like, guys, come on. Come on, guys.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All y'all gonna do is rowdy up people. That make no sense. Guys.
Thank you.
Y'all will be.
What I will say is that it's an honor to be working on behalf of the residents of Dalton.
There's no respect.
We have
around here, and
not
that's the thing,
rested
because
while
you was
this
once the mayor,
procedural
too.
matter
You
is
should
in
not even
limbo,
be
and we're not going to
disrespectful like
allow anyone to stop us and obstruct our ability to get to the facts. So thank you for your confidence, and we will continue working. Even though they turned the mics off, we will continue working on behalf of the residents of Dalton, and we will give you the facts that you deserve.
Okay, y'all done now. Y'all done with the grandstanding. Are y'all done with the grandstanding? All this was grandstanding. All this was plotted. Don't y'all see the political play right here? She was once the mayor of Chicago. She come here to create chaos. Think about it. But yet we sit here and we do this. Why we pay anybody any money if y'all have the actual people, meaning the FBI's here? So why would we waste money that y'all say we don't have? All right, guys. All right. Clear the room. Clear the room, guys. This needs a jar. Everybody out. That's what I told y'all. It's time to go.